Hi, Raider Nation. This is Karen Metters of KMTS Shots and Blitzalytics.com. So I want to share with you where you can find all of my fan images from the Raider game sidelines for Raider Nation fan photography. You can go to my Facebook pages, KMTS Shots and Karen Metters Photography. All of those images are free for you to download and use as you please. If you would like to see my NFL authorized game day photos, you can see them at www.blitzalytics.com. That's BLITZALYTICS.com. I have a 20% discount special to my Raider Nation family, and that code is Raiders2020. Apply that at purchase to receive a 20% discount on your digital downloads or prints. Those are your choice. So being a self-funded photographer, I fund my travels to all of the away games, and any purchase or a tip for the photographer is greatly appreciated. Should you like to express your thanks in this way, you can send any amount you feel led to give at Venmo. My Venmo ID is at KAREN-MEDDERS, and Cash App is $KARENMEDDERS, all one word. Thank you, Raider Homer and Raider Nation. You are watching the Raider Homer channel. Go Raiders!
Hello, Raider Nation. Welcome back to Monday Night Live. I'm Raider Homer, and tonight I have two new guests for you. David Miguel is coming on for the first time, and he is a professional broadcaster and a lifelong Raider fan. And we're also going to hear from Captain Raider for the first time on the Raider Homer channel. And returning to the channel is the president of the Black Hole Albuquerque chapter, Raider Penguin. And we're also going to hear from my fabulous co-host, Heidi Stabbert. We had a great conversation with Karen Metters, the Oakland Raiders sideline photographer from Blitzalytics.com. So we'll see how excited she was after that call. And here on the Raider Homer channel, we'd like to show support to our brothers and sisters in the Raider Nation. So big shout out to Marlo Resendez, Papa Raider, and Nana of the AZ Raiderettes for quickly shipping their high quality patches. So hit them up. Show them some support, Raider Nation. They're out there grinding to elevate the game day experience, so show some love. All right? And also, don't forget to show some love to the Raider Homer channel by purchasing 2 of my Bullseye stickers for $5. Just hit me up in the DMs and I'll get everything squared away. So with that being said, let's get to President Penguin on the Raider Homer hotline. All right, Raider Nation, we have them, the Raider Penguin. Man, what's up, President Penguin? It's a pleasure to have you back on the Raider Homer channel.
Hey, how's it going, man?
It's going.
My
I'm doing
pleasure
well,
here.
brother. I'm doing well, man. I'm excited. You know, you put out the news that the Matanza is sold out. You know, you put that shit sold out quickly, dude. So congratulations, man.
Oh, thanks, brother.
You
Yeah,
know,
it went pretty quick.
it's what was that?
Yeah, yeah. I was surprised. I was pretty excited about it.
Yeah, dude. I mean,
A lot, a lot.
I was talking to you on the phone, dude, and you were putting, you were doing a lot of work to get that set up, man. So talk a little bit about what it took to set it all up.
Oh man, it's like just getting everything ready, situated. We gotta. What we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be killing well, we were gonna be killing a pig, um but we had changes. We had something came up where we have to have it slaughtered somewhere else and brought to us. So what we're going to be doing is butchering it there on site, and it's a lot of process of making chicharrones, green chili, red chili, beans, rice, you name it. We're going to be having it there. We got people coming down with Mexican water doing that for us. A lot of stuff. Just a great, like a big Mexican barbecue.
That's awesome, dude. I
It's
can't wait, man. I can't wait. So
yeah,
you were talking about you had a bunch of super fans showing up, right?
yeah, we got about 13 coming down for us, showing the love out to New Mexico for all of you guys coming out. We appreciate every one of you guys coming out and helping us out down here.
Yeah, man. I was excited, dude. I'll be riding up there with Gray Raider, man. I booked my hotel and everything, man. I think he booked his today too, dude. We're gonna take a road trip up there. I'll be broadcasting live from the van, and we'll broadcast when we get there, dude. It's gonna be a great trip, man. I can't wait to get some pictures with you. Mad Max is gonna be there. Hell Raider, Double G, Dark Phoenix. So man, I'm excited,
We
dude.
got we got Nana. We got all the homies coming down.
Yeah,
We got Papa Raider said he was coming down.
sweet. That's cool, man.
Yeah, it's good.
I mean,
It's
that's
gonna
what's
be.
awesome about the Raider Nation, man. When you throw an event, dude, people show up to support, dude. They got your back, man. And especially, the Black Hole family, dude. So,
Yeah,
I just
and that's that.
go ahead.
And that's what part of the Matanza is. Um, when like the Matanza part is like it's it's to feed your family. That's a big part about it. It's like um, they used to cook them and all that back in the days. They used to slaughter a pig, and it was to feed the village of the people and that were close to them. So they did it for the whole village, and that's what I wanted to bring and show everyone that came out. This is your guys like are our family, and we're offering that to you guys.
Yeah, dude. And we're gonna be seeing each other a couple of times in April, dude. Not only at the Montanza, but at the draft, dude. So I got some
Yeah,
ideas, man. How excited are you for the draft as well?
dude, that's I'm so pumped for the draft right now. It's like mind blowing. It's just yeah, it's gonna be a crazy year this year. I think. Um, just to be in Vegas and big, it's gonna be big, big. I have a feeling.
Yeah, man. The first event, held,
Yeah,
by the NFL. That's gonna be exciting, man. The Raider Nation dude's gonna show up and take over Vegas, man. I cannot wait to see it. You know.
yes, it's gonna be an amazing show that's gonna represent what we stand for.
Oh yeah. Pride and poise and the commitment to excellence, right?
Exactly.
Hey,
And
so
it's gonna.
earlier we just mentioned that the Montanza sold out, dude. But for those that are coming, right, give out the information for the hotel.
Okay, we got our hotel is at the Ramada. It's 2020 Manal Boulevard. Um, let's see the phone number that was there. that they gave us. It's 505-263-1509. Is no, that's the wrong number. Oops.
It's all good, brother.
Yeah, see, got a text right at the same time I was doing the thing.
Oh man.
Man, see, they
Hey,
come out
so
with
but
it.
the password is Raider Black Hole, right?
It's the black hole, and that's gonna be that. So the phone number is 884-2511 to book your rooms. They're gonna be $73 a night. It's at 2020 Manal Boulevard in Albuquerque, New Mexico, 87105 at the Ramada. They're gonna have they have a bar there where you can they're gonna be giving a drink for everybody that goes in and gets the room there. You'll have a free ticket for a drink, and then free breakfast in the morning.
Oh man, that's awesome, dude. I love free food. You know what I mean? I love it when the hotel comes with food in the morning.
Oh yeah, then you're gonna be stuffed from the matanza too. So.
Oh yeah, man. I'm coming to eat, bro. I'm coming to eat, man.
You better come prepared because we're gonna have you some. They're gonna have you try some real green chili.
Oh, you saying we don't do it right in Texas or what?
Oh, they say everything's bigger there except for the chili.
Yeah, man. That's a lie, dude. That's a lie, bro. Yeah, man. So I was telling you, dude, I just joined the Black Hole, became an official member, dude. I gotta say, man, I can't wait to get out there and be a part of all of the Black Hole family, dude, as an official member, man. That's a special moment for me.
That's awesome. Welcome aboard.
Yeah, thanks, bro. The Black Holes had my back on this channel, dude, since day one, practically, man. And every time, I call Bolo or Mike or Cisco, Max, Ronnie, they right there's right back, respond right back, We're gonna have it sold up, man, from Texas all the way to California, dude, and Vegas,
Yep, that's the main thing to get the fans united everywhere.
Yeah, man, that's key, dude. Because sometimes, man, we fall apart over some things that maybe we shouldn't be falling apart over. So it's important to rep with pride and poise and a commitment to excellence. And just back each other up, man. Back each other up in these events, y'all. Hey, the Montanza's sold out, so be quick on your feet though, because a lot of these events get sold out. So when you see those flyers come out, man, get on top of it, dude, because you want to be there. You want to be there, Raider Nation experience it. It's a fantastic, experience.
Yeah, that's the thing. You gotta. I didn't expect it to take off this quick.
Yeah, congratulations.
And it was just amazing, man. The support that we've had.
Yeah, dude, that's great, man. That's real great.
It's been a real pleasure. I said just to know that these guys have got my back like that. It's amazing.
Hell
and
yeah.
I appreciate them all so much.
Hell yeah, man. And you know what? Like I said, I mean, every time I see myself on a flyer, I'm like, whoa, that's cool. All right, So yeah, thanks for having my back, dude. You've been a strong supporter of the Raider Homer channel, man. So I appreciate it.
Like I said, we support each other anytime. It makes us stronger.
Oh yeah. One nation under a groove. Right. I was singing with Raider Spice the other day. If y'all didn't catch that, go check out the Raider Invasion podcast with Raider Spice from KOS, man. But yeah, because that's the other thing is like when I went to the Black Hole Party, the Houston chapter opening party,
Yeah.
dude. There's KOS, There's there's Deadpool. There's everybody shows up and stands united, man. Black Thanos and everybody. It's a great thing to see.
Exactly. And see, that's the thing with this one. We had to be kind of small because we wanted to go bigger, but due to the fire marshals and all that, we had to stop it at 150 people. and because I was still getting calls and that saying they wanted to come, and I'm like, I got no room. I don't want to get it cut short. Know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah.
But so, like I said, next year, I said I want to do a bigger one where we can get bigger rooms or do an event where we can go all out. Know what I mean?
Yeah. Two or 300 people, hopefully. You know what I mean?
Oh man, if we can do that, that'd be awesome.
Oh yeah.
Put New Mexico on the map.
Oh yeah, man. Just keep working, man. Keep grinding, right? Mad Max says, man,
Oh
hard work pays off, dude. And you know how hard that guy
yeah,
grinds, man. So just, we both
yeah,
talked to him, we both learned from him. So we'll just keep following in his footsteps, you know.
that's it. That's it. If you quit, it quits.
Yeah, but we ain't about to
You
quit.
know, do
All
it by itself. Exactly.
right, cool, man. So the first time that you came on this channel, dude, we talked about the Ainsley patch, which, by the way, thank you so much for sending me one. I'm proud to help bring awareness to the fight against cancer. So for those that don't know, tell Ainsley's story.
Well, there's nothing better than I can do right now is but introduce my buddy right now, Donnie Lafayette, right here. I'll let him do the honors. That's Ainsley's dad. Ray Lord,
Hey,
what's
what's
happening?
up, man?
I am in the house with you,
I
and I
appreciate
just
it,
want to
man. I
say a shout
appreciate your
out to
support.
you. I appreciate you having us on right now. Love you. We look forward to seeing you. And Matt, there's a lot to this story that you wouldn't even believe, but I'll try to break it down as quick as possible with just saying simply like this. I never thought I would have a family within the Raider Nation family until I met Sammy. I was searching. I wanted to come out of my shell so bad. I didn't know what to do, and this meeting Sammy was a gift from God. I want to stay straight up right now. And everybody out there, that don't know us, they're gonna get to know us here pretty real quick, real good.
Oh yeah.
We do want to make an impact. We want to change lives. We want to make this world a little bit more different. We want to touch the world. What more that can do that is having empathy for life itself. And when we have a little bit of empathy, we can move mountains a little bit.
Amen.
And if we have a nation that does that together, then we can move countries, continents. Watch. Love goes a long ways. Love never fails. And whenever we came together and we were able to bring an idea to thought to reality, when the Ainsley patch came about, I ball dropped. My heart dropped when Sammy introduced that. Ainsley speaks for not just her, but for the world of the kids that are going through cancer or going through something right now. The message that we're trying to get out right now is based off of all of our lives and what we go through. Our scars will show that we are warriors, and that's basically what my daughter wrote when she wrote her story. I'm not sure if you read that story yet.
I don't think so, man. Unfortunately, not. I can't say that I have. So make sure you share it on my channel, dude, on my Facebook group, and I will definitely put it up there on the announcements so that we can all read it.
Brother. This message needs to get out to the world, and as a matter of fact, I was able to honorably give it to Tiger Whitehead at the Denver game, and I asked if he would kindly give that to Coach Gruden so he can read it to you all in the locker room, and he took it. He said, "I'll be the judge of that." He took it, came back, he started crying, and that meant a lot to me because it was a very powerful story, and he took it into consideration, and he promised me that he would give that to Gruden. Coming into this new chapter of life for all of us right now with Las Vegas, we want to go in with an impact of a message and a powerful word of love and unity. There is no this and that when it comes to celebrating our Raiders and cheering them on. Not only that, we celebrate and we cheer on our fans, our brothers and sisters within the Raider Nation, whether it's KOS,
Molosos, TBH, or whatever. We want to support each other and growing. We don't want to kick anybody down. And that's what we're going to be doing here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. With Ainsley, she's come a long ways. She's going to be ringing that bell on July 16th to be cancer free. But during the whole time, it was just unity and family that can only come together. And with the Raider Nation family here in Albuquerque, New Mexico, I was shown something that I never thought I can ever imagine with my own family. And it chokes me up to say that I love every single one of these Raider Nation. I mean, whether it's super fans or just fans, period. I want to dedicate and give my time and my effort to be there for people, within that. Even if they're not a Raider fan, you still got to do that. Got to show an example, of who we truly really are, and that's that we're warriors, we're Raiders. Yep. And that's not going to stop what my heart desires in seeing my daughter not stop beating this cancer. And the message, with that patch behind it, there's a lot of love behind that patch. There's a lot of good luck behind that patch, because cancer's no joke. But that patch is reaching our fans, even people that are not even Raider fans are buying the patch, and we want to just share that message that comes along with that patch, the meaning behind it. And I'll guarantee to share that on your page, Raider Homer. I do appreciate you letting me do that. I just want to get this message across the world and to our fans, that there is hope, and that we cannot be held down with whatever circumstances that are in our lives, and that we are going to make an impact as Raiders, as our new coming up foundation is growing at Las Vegas. We're gonna go wild, and we're gonna spread the word, and we're gonna do something big. It's time to do something big all the way around. I want to see you blow up, Raider Homer, with your podcast. I want to see that blow up, and if there's anything we can do here in Albuquerque, New Mexico, we're here for you. And all the fans and anyone across the nation, we are here for you, 100.
Man,
yeah.
That's some powerful stuff, dude. I love that. I love hearing that, dude. That's some powerful stuff, man. And that's what the Raider Nation's all about. And that's why I do this. I want to get those stories out, man, because, you can see the pictures and things like that. And if you're lucky enough to meet somebody and they tell you that story, then, you can hear it. But it's important to put it out on a platform that can be replayed and re-listened to over and over, man, because that's a powerful story, y'all. Those are people that are bonding together, fighting together, being warriors together, man, and overcoming together. And that's what we can do as a Raider Nation. That's what we can do for each other. Prayers, they count.
Yep.
They help,
That's right. That's what's up, for real. That's on the real. We're not going to stop. We can't stop, and we won't stop. We're Raiders.
That's right. That's right, man. Dude.
And there's more to come with that. When you come down, we'll talk about that more. We'll just sit down and take our time with that one. Because I can go into details. Man, it's rough. As a father, not knowing what to do, being helpless on what you can control with your own kid, suffering, it's hard. It hits you really hard. And those that are listening, just know that you have family here that are here to embrace you and got your back. So some of these kids that don't make it, and that's what we're doing here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. We want to make an impact for our kids, whether it's going through cancer, whether it's going through some kind of disability, whether it's them getting bullied, whether it's them just, wanting to commit suicide and just fall off the face of this earth because life is hard and they don't know how to guide it. We want to be the ones to guide them.
Yes, sir. Yes,
we have a mission. We can cheer on our team as much as we want, but there's other things that we can do as fans to make an impact. Not just here in Albuquerque, New Mexico, but across the world that are fans. And we put that in implication that everybody thinks that, we're the league villains and we're this and we're that. Come on, so what? Let us show you what we do with our actions, not with our words.
Amen to that, brother.
We're coming. That's all I got. That's all I got to say is that we're coming full force, 100. And this is for all my family that are out there. KOS, familia, 559 Madtown, representing down here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. That's my familia up there. You know, all the Molosos, everyone up there. TBH, worldwide right now, you know.
Yes,
we're
sir.
here, and we're gonna represent, and that's gonna be what we do to show who we are. And all these other teams are gonna know. And all this stuff that's being said over there in Las Vegas, saying, "Oh, that's a home game for us too." No, it's not. Even if we're Raiders and we don't have tickets, we're gonna be standing outside yelling "Raiders!"
Raiders! Hell yeah!
It takes 6 hours to get from here to over there. I'll take a trip just for the dang day, just so I can annoy the heck out of another team outside.
I know that's right, dude. I'm going to the first game in Vegas. I don't care if I can get in the stadium or not. I got my rewards for my flight. I'm going.
Woo, let's do this.
Hell yeah.
I'm saying, I have to have a ticket. I want to be yelling, let's do this.
This is
all of us. Let's all rise up and do that.
Hell yeah.
Let's all take a road trip and go yell and represent our new foundation.
Man, I'm inspired, brother. I'm inspired. Hey, so before I let you go, man, tell the Raider Nation how they can find you on social media and how they can help Ainsley in any way possible.
Basically, not asking for anybody to help. I just want everybody, I want to ask everybody what I can do to help you. My name's Donnie Lefebvre. Look me up on Facebook. You can see my picture of my daughter's patch. If you want to contribute, it's $10. I want to send you a beautiful message. I want to send you a beautiful patch that has so much love in it that you are going to want to put it on immediately. Not only that, it comes with a nice little card that has her name on it that Sammy has designed, and also the patch that he's designed. And you're just going to get a nice little package of love from my daughter to you, to you, and from TBH, a family out here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. You're going to get a lot of love in that little package. So hit us up on Messenger. Hit up Sammy Alonso, Raider Penguin. Go on his page. You know, if you want one of those patches, contribute. That helps out a lot. What we're trying to do is get this patch sold out so we can buy the T-shirts. We want to buy the T-shirts with the logo on the front and has the message on the back. And once we do that, oh my gosh, that's gonna go big, because everybody's gonna want to have one of those shirts in their closet. I guarantee that.
I know I do,
that
man. I know I do.
Let's get this patch sold real quick, and then we get those shirts going, and who knows what else we can get blessed with. But let's just keep this going. And get the message out. That's what it is. We want to get a powerful message out there. Hopefully hits Oprah Winfrey, or who knows who's going to hit. You never know. I just want everybody to know that there's a voice for these kids that are going through a lot right now, whether whatever it is. You know, and not only that, it goes for our personal lives that we go through.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It goes all the way around. And that's where it's at. That's what we're doing down here.
That's a beautiful thing, man. I appreciate your time, dude. And I appreciate you coming with that powerful message, man. I mean, it's an honor, like I said, to be able to share your story and Ainsley's story. And that was a powerful message, man. So thank you for coming on here with so much heart, dude. Thank you so much, man.
Thank you for having us. It was a pleasure.
All right, cool, man.
Whatever you want, brother, we're here for you. You hit us up. You want to go live, let's talk about it.
Likewise, brother. Likewise. The door is always open to you, man. Always open.
Hey, Homer.
Yeah.
We need to get down here for Balloon Fiesta so we can get you up in the balloon and you can broadcast from there.
Woo! See, you're messing with me now. Now you're giving me more ideas. Hey, I'm a AB who? FAB. You're going to see Raider Homer in the air balloon.
You'll be on a microphone going,
Raiders! Hell yeah. Woo! All right, y'all, man. I'll hit y'all up, all right?
Okay, brother. Sounds good. Have a good night.
You too.
Much love.
Much love, man. Much love.
All right, later.
Later. There you have it, Raider Nation. Man, Albuquerque is taken care of. TBH in Albuquerque, man, hit them up. Hit them up, man. Get there. Support, man. Show your support, man. I'm telling you, man, Sammy's been inspiring me from day one, dude. Show your support. Show your support. Oh man, that was a lot right there. That was a lot, man. So with the heavy heart, right, we're gonna carry on with the show, man, right? Because we don't stop. We don't stop. So keep on fighting. Keep on fighting, Ainsley. I love that. Now, our next guest is David Miguel. He is a NCAA D1 broadcaster. He is a lifelong Raider fan. I had the chance to meet him at the Silver and Black of Central Texas watch parties here in Austin, man. We even got to sit down and do a little halftime show together. The dude knows his shit, and I'm excited to bring him to you. Here we go. All right, Raider Nation, here we go. David Miguel, man. David, as I said, is a professional broadcaster and a lifelong Raider fan. So, hello, David. Thank you for agreeing to come on the Raider Homer channel on such short notice, man. I appreciate the support.
Raider Homer, still counting down the days to 2020 season. So, hoping to improve on the 7-9 season for the Raiders and hopefully pick up some players in this upcoming draft, no?
Oh, yeah, we got to get it done. We'll talk about that a little bit in detail. We'll get your opinions on that. So, but before we get there, tell the Raider Nation about your broadcasting career.
Well, I started in Los Angeles working for the Lakers show on KWHY TV 22. So I did that for a season with the Lakers with some coverage of, unfortunately, late Kobe Bryant. Had some interviews with him during his only MVP year back in 2007, 2008. That was the year he won the MVP. The Lakers went to the finals that year. And I actually have some of that online. So if you guys ever have a interest watching that, we can send it over to Raider Home over here, and we can talk about the Lakers. But anyway, after that, moved to Tyler, Texas. I worked for CBS 19 as a sports reporter and also as a news anchor. So that was in Tyler, Texas. I spent a year there, and after that, I moved to Bakersfield, California, and worked with Telemundo Bakersfield, worked there for 7 months, and then I ended up moving back here to Texas and worked in Fox 39 for 2.5 years as a sports anchor and also as a reporter who shot video of local high school football, local baseball, and had the chance to cover 2 NBA finals as a Fox 39 reporter. So that was actually during the Spurs run to the finals 2013, 2014 when they beat the Heat, and I was in the locker room during the Spurs' last title in 2014. And then after that, I actually moved here to Austin, so that's where the Austin journey began. Worked for CBS Austin, Telemundo Austin, bilingual station for 2.5 years, and now currently doing some freelance work for Flow Sports as a NCAA Division I basketball announcer. Got the chance to cover Cal State Northridge basketball recently against Green Bay. Also did some games for women's volleyball, Stanford against Duke. So just doing that right now with Flow Sports and some freelance work, and just happy to be here with Raider Homer and see what the Raiders do this season. Raider Homer.
Oh man, me too, man. I mean, congratulations, dude, on your success, dude. You mean you put it in the work, dude. You went to the school, you went to school and you graduated and you did all the work you needed to do to get there. Am an amateur at best, dude. So I appreciate your support, man. That's a great story, dude. Congratulations, man.
Raider Homer's a guy. You guys got to tune into him. He's a go-getter, doing things on his own, and just a hardworking guy. So we'll just see where we can continue, the silver and black here in Austin. They're moving to Las Vegas. Really excited about them moving to Sin City. It's going to be their town, man. That stadium looks great. It really looks like the nicest black hole I've ever seen. The stadium looks fantastic. So Allegiant Stadium. And hopefully we can actually do a podcast out there in Las Vegas next year, Raider Homer.
Oh yeah, dude. I'm going to the draft, man. So I'm gonna do it from there. I'm pretty much anywhere I can go on the road, I'm gonna do it. So if we end up in the same spot, absolutely, dude. Absolutely. Because I had a blast with you on that little halftime show that we did, at the SBCT's bar or Bombshells in Austin, dude. That was fun, dude. I was impressed, man. You were making me work hard, dude.
Yeah, Raider Homer. So we'll see. We'll see what they do this year. 7-9 was a good run. Fell a little short at the end, but I mean, the big question for Raider Nation is: do you guys want Derek Carr back this year? Is he the guy we're gonna start the run in Vegas with? It's a tough question. Difficult for management, for Mike Mayock, for Gruden. What are they gonna do, Raider Homer? What do you think? What would you do?
I mean, I'm of the belief that where there's smoke, there's fire. So I think there is something to this Tom Brady move. I personally love Derek Carr. I got the fat head on my wall, as I always say, dude. I'm a big Derek Carr fan. I'm a strong supporter of his, but this is a business. If they went that route, I wouldn't be upset. But I'm hoping that Derek Carr does start, in 2020 as a Las Vegas Raider and takes us to the Super Bowl, because Gruden won the Super Bowl with Brad Johnson, you know what I mean, in a stellar defense, and he was winning with Rich Gannon, you know what I mean? So I think that Carr is somewhere in between Brad Johnson and Rich Gannon. If you can get that really strong defense where, you only need to put up 27 to win, you're in good shape. We're in great shape as a team. So, and a lot of people like, the naysayers, they're upset. Oh, man, he's had 6 years, and all this and that, but he's overcome injuries. He's had to overcome coaching changes, a city change, all kinds of stuff. And the kid just keeps playing his heart out, man. So I think that he's a consummate Raider and that he has earned his spot in the history books with us, as he's like third in passing overall. He's creeping up on touchdowns. So I think he deserves one more year. But I would not be surprised if Tom Brady is a Raider next year, though, or this year.
I don't know. It's going to be tough because, if we look at the numbers last year, that comparable stats, Carr's 29. Obviously Brady's a winner, but Carr, 4,000 yards, 21 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. The rating's kind of low, but, I mean, they do need some help on offensively. Waller stepped up 90 catches. I didn't think he'd be that good. He had a great season. Waller got snubbed with the Pro Bowl, but what a move by management. I remember we were talking about that with one of my buddies there at watching the game one of the nights at Bombshells, and he was like, "Hey man, watch out with this guy Waller, man." And he was right on the money, man. Waller 90 catches. I mean, 90 catches, 12.7 yards per catch. Great replacement here for Jared Cook. I thought when Cook left, that was going to be a big decline on the roster, but Waller steps up, man. You got Waller, Foster, Moreau also.
Yeah,
that's a great tight end combo for the Raiders, man. I mean, you don't need to draft another tight end for 12 years. They'll be set there, but another receiver would be good. I don't know who. I mean, free agents. What do you think out there? Anybody you want as a free agent coming there? I mean, Tyrell Williams had a good season, but he was hurt. Renfro's good.
Yeah,
when Renfro got hurt, it really messed up the roster a little bit on offense.
Oh yeah.
He was the third and long guy. He's going to be there again. I mean, it's a lot of things can happen next year. Positively for the Raiders. So we'll see what happens with the draft, man. What do you think though? Which receiver would you want, man?
Man, I guess in the draft that C.D. Williams kid, I like his size. I'm not much. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. You're the professional. I'm the amateur. So Raider Homer. It's in the name. I know mostly the Raider roster. So if I'm gonna start there, I think Tyrell Williams coming back from the plantar fasciitis will be able to take stretch the field. He's gonna be able to stretch the field, especially with Renfro being able to work the slot, and he's really a true number 2. So I think those two coming back are going to be key. Now, free agents, I think we took a swing. And we missed with AB, so maybe draft a wide receiver, but first draft defense. Draft defense. Build that defense, man, because we're facing Mahomes every year, twice a year, and
Yeah,
we got
that's
to be able
tough.
to stop that offense, man. And so I think we need some young blood on defense, and then just take our chances with the wide receiving core that we kind of had. Maybe add another piece or two that's not necessarily a big name, but a solid contributor. And
You
then
know who would be a good receiver? I think Raider Homer is maybe Robbie Anderson from the Jets, man. He's kind of a bad
oh
boy,
yeah, I've
perfect
seen
for
his
Raider
name
Nation.
floating
I
around.
mean, he's a guy who's a deep threat. He had a big season 2 years ago with the Jets. I mean, Derek Carr's better than the quarterback they have right now, Darnold. Darnold's just barely learning right now. We can get Robbie Anderson. Why not? I mean, he'd be cheap on the market. I think we can get him for $10 million for a season. Give it a shot, man. If we don't draft somebody, I mean, honestly, another route, man. I've been looking at this for a while. Is I mean, what about just drafting? What about trading up to get Tua, man? I mean, Tua's up there. We can
I
trade
don't
with
know
the
about
Lions.
Tua. I have a theory though that
You
if the Raiders were to really sign Brady, I could see the Raiders trading. The Bengals were the first overall, so I could see the Raiders trading trying to make a trade with the Bengals. They'll trade Carr and
Mm-hmm.
maybe one of those first round picks to move up and take Burrow. I could see that happening, and then
Burrow.
Burrow would learn under Brady for 2 years, and then you're set. And you get.
But like, you really, I mean, so you want to go up number one and have somebody learn? I mean, I don't know. It's either they sign Brady and they just keep the draft picks that they have,
Yeah.
and draft one of those kids from Oklahoma on defense. The name's kind of just going for me right now, but one of those kids on defense from Oklahoma, if you get Brady. But it's just like that has to be done before the draft. So we have 10 weeks for the draft. So the whole Brady thing's got to be done one way or another within the next 7 weeks. We got to make a move. But that isn't. They can't really do that anyways until after March, anyways, when free agency starts. But if you draft Brady, that's fine. But then you don't trade number 12 and 19. You just keep it and just get a couple defenders, man. Defense wasn't bad last year. Crosby, 10 sacks. Great season. You were saying he was your guy. The next Howie Long, maybe 10 sacks. That was a great year for Crosby.
Yeah.
Made a lot of big plays, but the secondary needs some work too.
Well, I like Trayvon Mullen.
That kid Young from that kid from Ohio State. That kid Young. He's another big player that you could trade up and maybe go for him if you get Brady. But if you don't get Brady, then I mean, what's the problem with even drafting the kid from Utah State, that quarterback, late? You can get him at 19. So I mean, that's nothing wrong with funding competition for Carr.
Right.
I mean,
right.
He's 29 years old. He's got future still, but I mean, this year, I think after this year, I was saying that last year. After last year, I was like, man, do you want to go with Carr? He's a good quarterback, but is he a superstar? I don't know if he's a superstar. He's a star, but he's not a superstar. But it's hard to replace a guy like that too. I mean, there's some other teams that are going to take a chance on him. Like, could you see Derek Carr in a Titans uniform?
Yeah.
Is he better than Tannehill? Is he better? That's a tough question. I don't know.
Well, I mean, you give him that
moments where he was. But,
you give him that running back, Derrick Henry, because
yeah,
Josh
exactly.
Jacobs really helped
Carr.
That's
a whole different offense right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you give him Henry. You have Chris Davis. So you have one of those tight ends. Delaney Walker was hurt. They went with the backup, and they still, they had a good chance of beating Kansas City. And we had a chance of beating Kansas City in week 2. We were up 10-0, and then a 3rd and 20 by Mahomes just killed us. That broke the back of the defense.
Yeah.
So I mean, we had our chances with Kansas City also. The second game no, but the first game was winnable in Oakland. They had that chance, a 3rd and 20 to make a stop there. Who knows? But one other player on the secondary would be very helpful. The pass rush is all right. It got improved with Crosby, and even Cleveland Farrell impressed me this year. He made some big plays for the Raiders. So Farrell was a good draft pick. That was big. They were being criticized for not drafting the kid who went to Buffalo. I can't think of his name right now, but the kid who went to University of Houston 2 years ago and then drafted by the Bills.
Josh Allen, I think.
Oliver. Oliver.
Okay.
Oliver. But they ended up getting Farrell. Farrell did a good job. So Farrell is a good player, and then just with that experience, 16 games in, I don't see why the Raiders couldn't be playoff team next year. They should be. It'd be a disappointment if they weren't a playoff team next year.
Yeah.
It really would be. They should be a playoff team next year.
Absolutely.
The Broncos are going to be improved though with Locke. So let's say they're going to move forward Locke, no more Flacco. But he is, log. It was one thing to step in and play the last 4 games and play well when they mean nothing, and then starting the whole season all over again. I mean, it's different. But we should. Why not? Even the Chargers are starting over. No more Rivers. So are they going to draft a quarterback? Are they going to draft Herbert? If they don't draft Herbert, he could fly. Some of the experts, Mike Kuiper and some of the other guys are letting him drop. If he drops to 12, do you pick him? That's another thing. Do you draft Herbert at 12? I mean, that's fine. At 12, it's fine. But if you trade up and you already have Brady and you're trading up, wasting those 6, I don't see that happening. I don't see. You draft Brady, fine. You draft Brady, then you stay. You stay at 12. You get a defensive player, one of those defensive players from Oklahoma. But if you don't get Brady, then why not draft Herbert at 12? If he's still there, get him. Why not?
Yeah.
For the kid from Utah State, why not? I don't see. One of those guys learning from Carr, are they fighting for each other in practice? That'll even make Carr better.
Right.
Make him better. Do the whole Bill Walsh system from back in '88 when they were playing with Young and Montana, and he was getting the best out of both of those guys. John Gruden's a smart guy. I believe in Gruden. I thought it was a good season, man. I mean, a couple plays here and there,
Right.
which have easily been 9-6 without stupid turnovers.
Right.
Even, you know what? I think, man. I think that at 12, if Herbert slips, again, no Brady. This is no Brady. You draft Herbert, and then at 19, you can even get or even the second round pick, drafting a field goal kicker, man. Because Carlson's not the guy. That's one thing for sure. Daniel Carson is not the guy going to be. He's not going to be. He shouldn't be in Las Vegas. He missed too many big kicks last year. We've been really just in the kicking game. We've been subpar. The game against Jacksonville, he missed a big kick. We lost that game because of that kick, man. That was a 60% of the loss. I'm going to give it to Carlson there. He makes that field goal, changes the game. You go up by 9, and you play defense. The defense played well last year. They were picking up the offense half of those games. Carlson makes that field goal, win that game. He missed a field goal with the Broncos, big game. So, I mean, I think even drafting a kicker late first round is not out of the question. Or if not the first pick in the second round. That's a priority right there too, man, is drafting a kicker. So if we can do that, then that's going to change things. You have a guy like Justin Tucker in Oakland. You imagine that? Just give me an example.
I wanted Tucker. I wanted us to sign
field
him.
goals. I mean, that changes everything.
Oh, yeah.
Because we're just really suspect at kicking the field goals right now.
Yeah, we got so used to having Seabass for all those years, and now...
Yeah, and Seabass left, and things changed. So we're going with the kid Pinheiro before. He had problems also with the Bears. I mean, we haven't had a kicker in 3 years.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you got to have a solid guy back there. It comes down to kicking. Some of the players in the field, they disrespect the kickers, saying they're not, pros. But, hey, man, you got to make a kick. It's tough. The game on the line, everybody gets soft. Even receivers drop passes. It's tough to kick field goals from 40 yards out when the game's on the line. It changes.
Right.
So, I mean, maybe drafting a kicker would be ideal. I haven't really looked at the kickers in the draft, but we can do another broadcast just about that. That's important. So I think drafting a kicker. Talked about that with our buddy Charlie Crenshaw a couple of times too at Bombshells. And drafting a kicker is really important. I think probably that could be the biggest issue possibly in Oakland is Las Vegas now is getting that kicker.
Yeah, that's gonna be hard to get used to saying Las Vegas.
So lots of decisions for management. Lots of decisions.
Hey, so on the Only Nation podcast, me and Heidi, we were talking about the Mark Davis legacy, and how he is maybe trying to repair the broken relationship between the Raiders and the NFL. What's your take on that, on Mark Davis's legacy so far?
I mean, the thing is, if you think about that, repairing it with the NFL, that's tough because he's carrying on Al's legacy. This is Al's team. So he just kind of inherited it. And it's tough because the NFL doesn't forget. For a long time, Big Al, he's a very smart man. I miss Al Davis to this day because he was a winner from the get-go. He was Coach of the Year back in the early 60s. And the team was different when he was there. Definitely different, more competitive. But, again, Gruden is back, so that's a good move by Mark. But the NFL doesn't forget. A long time ago, Al Davis sued the NFL and won. When he had the problem, he wanted to move back to L.A. from Oakland when he was still in Oakland in the early 90s, and they never gave him the stadium in L.A. to Al. He didn't get it back, and he didn't want to share that stadium in L.A. with another team. So he moved back to Oakland in 95. So that's something that, that's going to live on with Mark for a while. The NFL doesn't forget that. They know that Al had, I don't want to say an agreement with Los Angeles, with the city of Los Angeles to move, but the city of Los Angeles didn't want the Raiders to move to Irwindale years ago. to play there in LA, but then the Davis family decided to move back to Oakland now. But now fresh start. You got to forget about that fresh start in Vegas. A lot of suites at this Allegiant Stadium. A lot of suites going to be there, man. Lots of employment. The city's going to grow. They already have Las Vegas Knights. They have the Raiders now. Las Vegas is booming, man. It's a great move for Mark Davis just to get out, clean start, and all the teams from Nevada are going to benefit from that. The Running Rebels basketball team, all those guys are going to be a new brotherhood for Nevada, and it's just a fresh start for Raider Nation. All the fans from California moving to Nevada now, going to be going to games. It's a short drive from LA, from people from LA, man. 4 hours, nothing. They're driving up to Oakland 6 hours. Now they drive 4 hours. Great destination for even for teams playing against the Raiders next year. I think they have the Packers on the schedule at home. So all those Packers fans, hey, we'll go out to Vegas, check out the Raiders. Why not check out the Raiders, check out the stadium, check out our team? So that's gonna be great for business for Mark Davis there. So forget about the NFL. It's for the Raider brand in Vegas. You just think about that Sin City Raiders. Think about that shirt. Who doesn't want that shirt if you're Raider Nation? Even if you're not.
I want
the Sin City Raiders, man. I want that shirt.
Oh, yeah.
Don't you want that shirt?
Oh yeah.
Man,
I want one to wear and one to save.
That's sexy, man. Sin City Raiders, man. Even females who don't like football are gonna want that shirt.
Yeah.
Man, that's what a brand. What a move. So, how can it not be appealing to somebody like Tom Brady? I've even heard about the rumor, even trading, not even just for Brady, but even just if you were to go, I know with the whole Brady thing, there was rumors of him going to Tennessee, but then where does that leave Tannehill? Where does that leave the AFC? Where's Tannehill going to go? I mean, and again, back to Derek Carr. I mean, do you think Derek Carr right now? Do you think what's he doing right now? Is he have his bags packed to Vegas? Is he just kind of on standby right now in Oakland? I mean, that's kind of tough.
Well, he did say, on the Brady topic that he'll come and ride the bench. So my mind, like, if you can't get a good trade, if you sign Brady and you can't get a good deal for Carr, can you see Derek Carr, staying on the Raiders team and being a backup for a couple years?
Right. I don't even know. The thing is, could you afford both of those quarterbacks?
Well, Derek.
That's a lot of the payroll right there.
Yeah, but Derek's not even in the top 10 anymore, I think, for quarterback contracts, or maybe it's just top 10 contracts.
It's a lot of money. Still 20 plus million a year for him. How much are you gonna get Brady? Brady's not gonna leave New England for.
Well, they want to give him 30 a year.
Yeah, I mean, but if you do that, like you don't have any more free agents.
Yeah.
I mean, it's an upgrade, but I mean, do you think our roster right now, like if we swap quarterbacks, is our roster better than New England? Do you think our roster? I don't know. I mean, that's tough. You get those two quarterbacks, you have no free agents. So one of them's got to go, man.
Yeah.
It's just too much money for general managers. I'm not sure that if we swap quarterbacks, if it's going to be enough. We still need another receiver for him, for whoever's there, for Brady, for Carr. Still need another receiver. And if you go that route, that's fine. But then you got to draft well. You got to hit home runs in the draft. They hit some home runs last year in the draft. Getting Moreau, that was a great pick. Jacobs, offensive rookie of the year, great pick. That's another thing where nobody's been talking about. Jacobs hurt the last couple games, and man, did we miss him the last couple games.
Yeah.
We definitely missed him. We even had the chance to beat Tennessee when he was out. That game was 21-21. You give the ball to your big horse in the backfield. He's not there no more. They're going to be keying on Richard, keying on Carr, and that was big. So we were right there with Tennessee, man. That game was there to win it. Jacobs was not there, was not healthy, and we lost. So that would have been a different game too. They had a really a good opportunity last year to do things, but some injuries can hurt them. But I just really hope everybody stays healthy this year and pick up maybe one other receiver and that kicker, man. We need a kicker. If we can just, even if you said, if we stay with Carr, if we get another kicker, if we get another receiver, I mean, that's a good chance to get at least a wild card spot in the AFC. So there's some tweaks that need to be made, but it's on the look up for Raider Nation. Was something I can't say that I've been able to say the last 5 years, but this year, going to next year, it's on the look up. It's an improvement, 7-9, but we got to capitalize and at least at the minimum go 9-7 this year. I think if we don't go 9-7 this year, it's a huge disappointment. If we don't make the playoffs and we stick with Carr, we don't make the playoffs, then the Carr's got to go. That's it, man. That's it. We got to make the playoffs this year. We got to make the playoffs, at least as a wild card. If not, then Carr's got to go, man. That's it. You got to draft well because you can't have another so-so season and just kind of finishing with the draft spot of 14, 20, 21, and then you just kind of in no man's land. So I don't know how you feel about that, but those are my thoughts.
Well, I mean, it's we have to win. We have to win, or we have to make a change. That's for sure. That's guaranteed. Because as you saw Gruden walk in that stadium in the video, dude, he's looking around and he knew it hit him. He knew he has to win. He has to win. So hopefully Carr makes it, man. Hopefully Carr, coming into his third season in an offense for the first time, really, steps up and delivers, man, and takes us to the playoffs again, But hey,
yeah,
bro,
definitely sounds good. I think they have a good chance of making the playoffs this year. So again, the Chargers losing their quarterback, they're starting over, man.
Yeah.
They have good running backs, but they're starting over. The Broncos are starting over. So that pretty much just leaves the Chiefs and us. So no excuses not to make the playoffs this year.
Agreed, man. 100, dude. And so, like I said earlier, man, thanks for coming on the show on such short notice, dude, and delivering your, professional opinion, dude, on the Raiders, man. I really appreciate it, dude. But before I let you go, man, tell the Raider Nation where to find you on social media.
Yeah, guys. So Raider Homer also has a Twitter, but my Twitter is @DavidMiguel330. That's @DavidMiguel330 on Twitter, or just shoot me a holler also on Facebook, just David Miguel. So former University of Miami alumni. That's how you can find me. So Raider Homer, you also have a Twitter handle. What's your Twitter handle?
It's @Homer Raider.
Cool.
So
yeah, guys. So thanks Raider Homer for having me. We'll talk soon. All right.
All right, bro, man. Thanks again, bro. Thanks again. David Miguel, Raider Nation. Hey, find him on Twitter. Show your support, dude. He's a professional, man. He loves the Raiders, dude. I've seen the guy in person, man, and talked to him on several occasions about the Raiders, dude. So get there on Twitter and find him. He's also on Facebook, man. Show your love, Raider Nation. Show your love. Important to back each other up, man. It's important to back each other up. All right, now, so the new format for the show is, 4 callers, right? Kind of like 4 quarters. So now that was the second caller. We'll go ahead and take a break. We'll call it halftime. And it is the Raider Homer's Phone Blitz.
Hey, what's going on, Raider Nation? I'm ATX Raider. I'm just proudly representing the silver and black, man. The only nation, one nation, that's Raider Nation. Living here in Austin, Texas. Proudly representing here in Texas. A lot of Raider fans here in Texas. All fans worldwide, man. Shout out to you. First off, I do want to give a very special shout out to Raider Homer. Appreciate you reaching out, man, and all the love, what you're doing, and love the podcast. Keep doing the great work, man. Everybody that's listening to, make sure you like his Facebook, check out his Instagram at Raider Homer, subscribe to Raider Homer on YouTube, click it, like all the stuff, subscribe to the Only Nation podcast. Do it now, man. That's the only way to keep up with the good content right there. So keep it up. It's real awesome, man. Love what you're doing. Big shout out to all the Raider Nation worldwide. Shout out to Halo Raider. Also, shout out to Dayton Raiderette, Raiders Panos 81, El Calaca, Ezekiel Rene Ramirez, and Los Villanos. Vegas, here we come. Shout out to Carlo Raider, Insidious, Sylvester Papa Martinez. And yes, man, big things that happen in 2020 Vegas. Hopefully they keep riding with Derek Carr. Crazy stuff about Brady and Brown potentially coming back to the Raiders, or Brown coming back to the Raiders and then Brady going to the Raiders. I don't think that's going to happen. I think it'd be wise to ride it out with Carr. We got an awesome rookie class last year. Mayock and Gruden did a hell of a job. Abrams, Farrell, Crosby, Renfro, Mullins, all those guys balling out. Barreau, Waller, Ingold. Hoping for a good wide receiver in the draft, maybe a CD Lamb, maybe Henry Ruggs. And maybe we can get some push in the middle and pick up a free agent like Chris Jones if he's available. But, yeah, shout out to everyone, man. One love, one nation. Raider Nation, check me out on Instagram at atx.raider. Again, atx.raider. Thanks again, Raider Homer. Peace out.
Hello. Raider Nation. This is 559 Raider Travis. Here with Raider Homer. check out his podcast, check out his page. Big shout out. Much love and respect, brother. I also like to give a shout out to all the Raider fans who are holding it down in the off season, all the super fans, all the support that you guys give and make us fans want to be better fans. All I know is we're Raider Nation. We're nationwide. So represent your Raiders and let these fools know that we ain't going nowhere because we're moving cities. And the Raiders will be back on top. Always rep silver and black. Big shout out. Queen of Darkness, Raider Mob Boss, Violator, Dark Side Demon. Give them all a follow. Much love and respect, Raider Nation.
Hey, Homer, this is Houston Raiders Steve. Just want to let you know that Mark Davis and John Gruden were at the St. Louis Blues hockey game against the Gold Knights in Las Vegas, front row. Everybody wanted their pictures with him. He was at the UFC 246. He was at the Aerosmith concert, so he's really going around town promoting our team. About Brady, I don't want Brady as our quarterback. He didn't want to be a Raider. I don't want to be a Raider. You probably don't want him to be a Raider. We're talking to discuss about that if you have a chance. I know you will. You always cover all the topics. It's like Captain Jack and Murphy. I don't want to pay $60 million over 2 years. Hopefully, Gruden is trying to get the price up so high. Up to the $30 million for the two years each apiece. That is going to really squeeze the Patriots. Because who's going to? I don't think the Raiders want to mortgage their future. Paying that kind of money when they should be going out and getting younger players in the draft, and I think they're on the hook for $23 million with Derek Carr this year, I believe. But anyway, I think Derek Carr ought to be there for one more year at least this year. Possibility of 1 or 2 more years. We ought to go out and draft a quarterback through the draft. I'm not a fan of the quarterbacks that they do have back up. Maybe Kaiser, but the other two I'm not. Peterman and the other guy. That shows you how much I think about the other guy. Those throwing interceptions to that tall guy at quarterback. Anyway, great show. Keep up the great work and go Raiders. And you've got a great channel. I enjoy all your podcasts. And by the way, the Raiders are back. Can't wait. I'm excited about the draft coming up. We need to go out and get a wide receiver, the guy from Oklahoma, if we can get him. Do whatever we can, I think, but we need to go out in the 3rd or 4th round, go out and get a quarterback that Carr can groom to be the future. Never can have enough quarterbacks, and I'm not really impressed with who they have right now. Maybe Kaiser, but not the other ones. Peterman and the guy I forgot about. Sorry about that. You have a great show. Take care and God bless. Well, we need to get offensive linemen, obviously defensive back, and linebacker. We haven't had a linebacker since Morrison. I think Nathan's gone this long without a really great linebacker, and that's a dire need that we have. Great show. Thanks. God bless. Bye.
Hey, Raider Homer. How you doing? This is Raider Ken. I just called in to give a shout out and explain what I'm about. I'm from San Leandro, born and raised. I became a Raider fan when I was 7 years old at Ricky's in San Leandro. Been a fan for over 40 years now. I'm part of the SBA, Silver and Black Alliance. vice president of the 209 SBA chapter, along with my president, Ronald Igu, and Alonzo Skip Thomas Jr. is the head of our SBA. Anyways, I would like to thank you for the opportunity to call into your show and get back to me when you can.
Hey, Raider Homer, this is going out to all my people, to all my Raider Nation. I want to do a dedication to my baby sister by the name of Melissa Hernandez. Have a good day, everybody. Have a good one. Go Raiders, go Las Vegas Raiders. Have a good day.
Hello?
What's up, Wayne? How are you?
I'm good, brother. What's going on?
Nothing much. Just making it, man. What are you doing?
That's all you can do, man. One day at a time. Just relaxing, man.
All right, yeah, man. It was nice to meet you, man. A couple of times that we met in Merced and in Oakland, dude.
Yes, definitely.
I was tripping out, man. You were super, super busy at the kickoff party, man.
Man, but like I say, the moments, you can't redo that no kind of way, brother. It's just moments in time. Either you're there or you're not. The videos and pictures really don't do it justice. It's about that feeling, and you saw that in the room.
Yes, sir. Yeah, man, it was cool, man, watching you work. Man, that was and you're all over the place now, man. That TV spot you had, that was really cool.
Like I said, that's just the rewards of the dedication, man. Over 28 years, man. I couldn't even dream that stuff up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it comes at you, and it's like somebody's taking notice. So all I do is just walk through the doors that opens up.
Nice. So, hey, before we get started, can I get you to do some radio IDs for me?
Sure.
All right, cool. Everybody wants you on the podcast, but I mean, it's like I can get you on the podcast this way for sure.
All right. What's up, Raider Nation? This is the Violator, and you're watching the Raider Homer channel.
Hello there.
All right, cool. Now, we're in Paris right now, so you're about ready?
Yeah, let me turn the volume down.
So I'm just going to say, yesterday we had a great conversation with Karen Metter. What are your initial thoughts on the call, and how excited are you to share your story with the Raider Nation on the Only Nation podcast? You just go on, I'm going to let you talk, and then so today is Jack Squirrel's birthday. I know you have some great memories about that, so why don't you let it go? Cool?
Okay.
You got it.
Okay, I got it.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
All right, Raider Nation, we're back with Heidi Stabbert, my fabulous co-host of the Only Nation podcast. You know, yesterday we had a great conversation. Oh, go ahead. I'm so sorry.
No, I was just going to say, it's great to be here.
Yeah, I mean, it's great to have you. Thank you so much for all the support that you've been showing, you know, and all the work you've been putting in behind the scenes, getting that podcast cut, the Only Nation podcast cut, and out there to the fans, man. And yesterday we had a great conversation with Karen Metters, you know, and so what were your initial thoughts on that call, and how excited are you to share her story with the Raider Nation on the Only Nation podcast.
Honestly, my initial thoughts were that is one. She was so much to talk to, and her stories from working with, members of the Raiders organization, working with Raiders alumni, retired Raiders, just all the stories she had were so incredible. And she was so interesting, too. The stories about where she was at, everything that she said was great. And she had some really cool news that we can kind of allude to right now. Not sure if everything can be announced yet, but she was really excited about something, and I'm really excited about that for her.
Yeah, she puts in a lot of work. She's been around for a while, working her ass off, and it's nice to see her get have it all pay off for her. It's nice to see that, And yeah, she's working on some behind the scene things to bring, events to the Raider Nation. And as that continues to grow, we will share it with you, Raider Nation. Right now, we're under a little bit of wraps, but it's coming, Raider Nation. It's coming. If you want any info, just hit her up at blitzalytics.com or KMPS Shots. Karen Metters on Facebook. She's a really cool person.
Yeah, definitely. And I even saw her, commenting on Twitter last night, and I think this morning already, too. She's really active and really accessible for anyone, really.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she will respond. She takes the time to communicate with the Raider Nation for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
So I'm thinking we talked for like 2 hours almost. I mean, I'm guessing we're gonna have a part 1 and a part 2.
I have not decided yet. I've listened to it and started editing that episode. But we'll see. I might just have to surprise you.
All right, man. I'm excited to hear what you do, what kind of work you're putting in. And like I said, I can't wait to share the story with the Raider Nation.
Yeah, I'm leaning towards maybe doing a one part, the middle of this week, and then like towards the weekend, doing possibly the second part, or cutting it up somehow. But there's so much stuff. There was so much good stuff. I don't want to edit out too much.
Yeah. Man, y'all were going at it too. I just had to shut up for a little while. I was like, let them talk. They're going. Man, yeah, that was cool, man. I'm glad to, bring her to you because I know how much work the Ladies of Darkness has done. And thank you, Ladies of Darkness, for opening the door to me. I had a hard time cracking that podcast scene. Monster Mash Ken and Splatterhead and Murph helped me out, and Raider Critique especially. But the Ladies of Darkness they've really stepped up to the plate, man, and I'm glad that I can bring as much content that I can while y'all are on hiatus.
Yeah, and all the shows on Crow's Nest Podcast Network, they're not all Raider shows, but all the shows that are on that network are really, really cool. We have we have one show that's just a sports show in general, and then we got another one that is just, there are these guys who just drink, and it's like a chelas con che, except it's an entire episode.
Yeah, they like to drink, that's for sure.
Yes, they do. They're very good at it.
Oh, yeah. The best, I would say.
Yeah, my liver would be in big trouble if I still drank, if I drank with them.
I got to go with you on that. I'm a little scared. My liver's pretty strong, but man, I don't know. They like to brew that shit on their own, too, It's like, whoa.
They do.
They're into it. So make sure y'all check out Inebriation, all right? Spatterhead's a diehard Raider fan, man. He's a cool guy. He's reached out to me. He's helped me. I was on his show, dude. So follow Inebriation and check him out, man.
Yeah, and he's been they've been a lot more active with the Raider part of their online presence too. So it's been really cool to see that.
Yeah. All right, cool. So today is Jack Square Rick's birthday, right? And you have some cool stories about Jack Square Rick, and you saw the Super Bowl and all that. So let's hear it.
Okay, well, I was a very young pup when I first started following the Raiders. By very young pup, I mean I was like 6, 7 years old. And I know I've told you before that I grew up in a non-sport family. I don't know where my interest in it came from, but I had it. Even when I was really young. I loved playing sports. I loved watching sports. And back in 82, 83, I discovered the Raiders. And that was kind of like the golden age of becoming a Raiders fan. And in 83, it was the 83 season, right? Yeah. And then January 84 was the Super Bowl for that year. Well, I was too young and too dumb to realize, having a Super Bowl winning team was unusual. So I just kind of figured, my team would always be, winning Super Bowls. That's just the way it had been. They had been winning Super Bowls, and they were on their way to winning that year too. And my family, saw no point in, buying me a shirt or even pom-poms or anything like that. So the only way I could decorate my room to represent the Raiders was every Monday I would take the sports section and I would cut out all the pictures they would have of the Raiders and all the articles they would have of the Raiders, and I put them on my wall. And that's how my room was decorated as a 7-year-old. So I knew all these cool things. I was learning about football, and my team got to the Super Bowl. And when I was watching the Super Bowl, there were 3 plays that I distinctly remember. And the first one that I remember, you and I were talking about this, was Jack's interception for a touchdown. Now, a lot of people don't realize, he didn't have like a really, really lengthy career. He played for the Raiders for a few years, and I think like the Dolphins for 1 year. But he only had one other interception in his career. So he had a total of 1 regular season interception and then 1 postseason interception. But that just happened to go for a touchdown in the Super Bowl, which is really incredible. So I totally remember him from watching that game. And the other 2 plays I remember was Ray Guy fielding that snap that went way over his head. That was just a turning point in the game. If he would not have done that, the Redskins could have turned it around. They really could have just taken off. And that save, even just being able to reach it was incredible. Him being able to field it was so cool. And I remember that, and I was just amazed that he was able to do that. And then the third one I remember was Marcus Allen's run into the night. That touchdown run. I think it's the greatest play in football history, but that's just me. I'm biased.
Hey, I mean, it looks great, that's for sure. I mean, you get my vote. Of course, I'm not biased or anything.
Yeah, not at all. It's not like Marcus Allen was my favorite football player ever or anything.
Oh, man. Yeah, I mean, the only, the highest I ever saw the Raiders, get or, go is in the 2002 AFC Championship. And, we all know what the hell happened after that. So I wish that I could have at least said I saw it. I was alive, but I didn't get to really see it. I didn't become a fan until like 10 years later. 1990, so 8 years or so after that. But, I wish I could see it, because it's been rough. But good times are coming. I can feel it. I can feel it in my bones.
Yeah, well, to give you an idea of how long ago that Super Bowl victory was, I watched it on a black and white TV.
Oh, man. You were with the knobs? You had to go turn the knobs and all that? You were the remote?
Yes, I was the remote.
Yeah. Man.
But yeah, we only had black and white TVs in the house back then, and that is how I watched it. It really, really makes me sound old. but that's okay.
Hey, at least you saw the Raiders win. You know, you can say that. Not a lot of people can say that.
Yeah, and I watched it live, and I remember it.
Yeah.
And the fact that I could even remember those 3 plays so distinctly, I'm kind of proud of that.
Yeah.
Because how many 7-year-old girls could really, tell you about the Super Bowl like
Not
that?
many. Not many at all, that's for sure.
I bet Karen could.
Yeah. But, y'all are an elite company, though, Elite Raiderette company.
That's right.
All right. So, hey, how's the responses been for the Only Nation podcast?
It's been pretty good. We've been getting some follows on Twitter, up to about, I think, last I saw was like 177. It's been great. And we've been getting a little bit of feedback on the shows. We've had a pretty good response on Facebook. And then the regular downloads, like, Apple Podcasts and Google Podcast and Spreaker and Stitcher and Spotify. We're on all of those networks now. I think the only major network we're holding out on. No, wait, we ended up on iHeartRadio also. That was our last major network that we hadn't gotten on yet, iHeartRadio, and we made it on there about a week and a half ago, I think.
That's awesome, man. You can find me on Spotify, Raider Homer on Spotify, and I got the playlist, man, with the Only Nation podcast. It's like, yes, I was Thor in a commercial that aired on Cartoon Network and the History Channel, and so I just, I don't know, I always come across something like that. So I'm proud to be able to say that my voice is being heard on Spotify and iHeartRadio, and that's thanks to the Ladies of Darkness. So again, thank you, ladies, thank you.
Well, you're welcome. We love you. We love what you've done, and we are happy to be a help. Even if right now we're not able to record very much, but we're still active. We're still out there. We're still fans, and we still support you.
Thank you. I can't wait till we meet up in person and take some pictures. We'll do some football. You can even wear the mask if you want. You know what I mean? Just saying, it'd be cool.
Well, like I said, if I'm still living in California come July 18th for Raider Nation Explosion, you and I got a date.
All right. Woo! I got a date. All right.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, hey,
I am not.
Go ahead.
I'm not wearing a Marge Simpson head.
Why not?
Because it's gonna be too hot.
Well, okay.
Because it's Madeira in the middle of July.
Imagine wearing this shit in Texas. That was hot.
It gets warm here. It gets over 110 here.
Oh man. Oof. Yeah, it's brutal. That's brutal temperatures right there.
Yeah, and it's going to be in the dead of summer, so hopefully it's a nice mild weather for us during that stretch. If not, there's lots of trees there, and there's plenty of room to stretch out and find some shade and some rest and relaxation.
Yeah, and your birthday was just the other day, so I want to say on the live show, happy birthday. And
Thank you.
Raider Nation was there. Thank you, Raider Nation, for showing the support that you did for my fabulous co-host. It means a lot. We're always backing each other up, always supporting each other. So thank you, Raider Nation, and happy birthday, Heidi.
Thank you very much. I am flattered.
Awesome.
I'm very flattered. Flattered whenever anyone remembers something like that.
Yeah, even Wayne retweeted it. We got to get him on the show, right? Oh, he's already been on the
definitely.
But we still got to get him on the Only Nation podcast.
Yeah, we'll get him on the Only Nation podcast.
Right.
We had him for a really short clip on Ladies of Darkness one time.
Yeah.
But we would love to have him back again.
Like I said, I'm gonna try to bring everybody that I got in my phone onto the Only Nation podcast. And
that sounds awesome.
And if Karen Metters, everything works out at her event, hopefully, well, I don't know. We'll just leave it at that. Ooh, teaser. Yeah.
Yeah, we're just teasing you, but it's a really, really cool event, and we are really excited for her. We're really excited that it's coming together for her so well.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hard work pays off.
Yeah, let's just say, keep the first couple weekends in March, a little clear because there might be something going on.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right, cool, Heidi, man. Thanks for helping me out on such short notice. I know we spent 2 hours on the phone, and you need some sleep. So I thank you very much.
I was able to get a little bit this morning, so that was good. I was really dragging.
Yeah. All right, so before I let you go, tell the Raider Nation how to find you and the Only Nation podcast on social media.
The quickest way to find me is on Twitter, and you can find me at Kevlar Prom Dress. That is spelled how it sounds, Kevlar Prom Dress. You can also find me on Instagram at the same name, at Kevlar Prom Dress. And you can find me on Facebook with just my regular name, Heidi Stabbert. So if you send me a friend request, it's probably going to take me a while to get through all of them to add you. But usually I do end up adding you as long as I can see that, you're a Raiders fan, or we have, mutual Raiders fans, friends and stuff. I'm not so busy and so popular that I can't add more people. It just usually takes me a while to get to the requests.
Well, man, y'all, Raider Nation, make sure you go show some love and support the Kevlar Prom Dress, man. She's working her ass off to bring you as much content as possible. So get there and show some support.
All right. Thank you very much, Homer.
Thank you. I can't wait to hear part 1 or maybe part 2. I can't wait to hear the podcast again, man. That was fun. I had a blast.
It was fun. And we'll have to do it again.
Oh, yeah. All right. Well, I'll give you a call, okay?
Okay. I'll talk to you later.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
There she is, Raider Nation. My fabulous co-host, Kevlar Prom Dress, Heidi Stabbert. Man, get there and follow her. Check out the Only Nation podcast. Give it a like. Leave some comments. Call that voicemail number. Get your opinion out there, Raiders. That's Raider Nation. That's where we talk about the Raiders. This show right here, as you can see, is dedicated to the people that are putting in the work for the Raider Nation and to get news and information out there. But that podcast is straight Raider talk. So get there, Raider Nation. Karen has some great stories, man. Great stories. Great stories. Now, next we got Captain Raider. I got to meet Captain Raider at week 1 in 2019 at the Black Hole kickoff party, man. I even got to hold the shield, dude. I'm a huge comic book fan. I can't express to you how happy I am to have Captain Raider come on. So here we go. Let's go get him. All right, Raider Nation, we got him. Captain Raider. Man, it's been a long time since we've seen each other, Captain Raider. So thanks for coming on the show, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you very much for having me here. How's everybody doing? shout out to the whole family Raider Nation out there. It's been a blessing to be on your show, my brother.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, man. I mean, I'm blessed to have so much support from the Raider Nation, dude. So, I'm glad that I can share my platform and get the good word out there.
For sure, for sure. We're always doing what we can do as supporting each other out. That's what we're all about.
Right.
Sticking together, one nation.
That's right, brother. That's right. So, like I said earlier, man, it's been a while since we've seen each other. The last time we saw each other was week 1, 2019 at the Black Hole Kickoff Party. And I want to thank you for letting me take that picture with your shield, man.
Yeah, that night was so awesome. It doesn't seem that long. Now you mentioned that day. It seems quite long, but for me, it seems like it was just yesterday. Having fun out there. Enjoying the camaraderie that we have with all our super fans and regular fans. I love that. We're all family.
Yeah.
And it was a pleasure and honor meeting you out there and everybody else and taking pictures with. It's always a blessing for me. I get to meet new people and interact, to different levels in life, and that's one of the reasons why I do what I do.
Yeah, cool, man. So since this is your first time on the channel, man, let's find out, how you became a Raider fan.
How I became a Raider fan. Well, I'm born and raised in Santa Cruz, California. I'm a little beach boy, so mainly out there, it's either two teams. You either belong to the Niner or you belong to the Raiders. And I don't like red too much because of the gangs that surrounded me during that time as I was growing up. And if you wore red, you were classified as a gang member. So I choose to be neutral. I love black and I love silver. So after that, just being amused about the games and everything, silver and black became my team. And ever since then, I've been a diehard since I was 12, 13 years old.
That's awesome, dude. That's awesome, man. That's real cool, man. Because I've been a fan since I was 10, dude. So it's always good to talk to a Raider fan that's been around for a while and stuck through the shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I enjoy our team. Our team is one of a kind. It's special in its own particular way from any other team. To me, I love my team. I love who is part of that team and the people that surround and support that team. I usually don't go so much for players because players come and go,
Yeah.
But my team has always been a faithful one. Win, lose, or tie. We're always stuck with ourselves in silver and black.
And I'm a Raider fan before a player fan too, but I gotta admit that Bo Jackson was probably my favorite Raider of all time. So tell the Raider Nation go ahead.
Yeah, Bo Jackson, he was an athlete. He is an athlete. I tip my hat to that man. He's a real good athlete. I mean, we've got a few athletes out there, but this guy, whatever you put him to do, he would do.
Yeah, man. He can hit a home run or take it for 90-something yards, It was amazing to watch. We'll never see anything like that again. Never. Dion was good and all, but not the same. He was not the same athlete.
I remember me being a young kid, and my older brother got me into collecting baseball cards. I was into collecting baseball cards because that was the thing back in the day. Your upper deck and all that.
Yeah.
And let me tell you what, I had a few of them of Bo Jackson. I never, it's like, man, he's cool. I like this guy. He's football and all this. Maybe one day I'll meet him. Never would I ever imagine that years later, being the person who I am in my alter ego, would I ever get to a place where I will meet certain players that I never met when I was younger.
So you got to meet Bo?
No, I haven't been able to meet Bo. But I have one of my friends that he has met him, and I'm kind of jealous at him.
Oh, well, you're going to be jealous when I tell you this, because I went to Industrial City, the Frankenstein,
Uh-huh.
autograph sessions they have, the Raider Fest that they have, and I met Bo. I mean, I
Oh
splurged on Bo
man.
Jackson autographs because as a kid, I was always bitter, about the what if story, the way that it ended, and it's like, man, I can't
Right.
believe it. And one time he came to Austin when I was a kid, and I didn't even know. And my one of my teachers got his autograph, and she was showing us, and I was so jealous. But so I flew all the way to California to meet him, and I mean, I kind of look back and I said, man, you're a dumbass, Homer. But because Tim Brown was there, Jerry Rice, Fred Belindikoff, Greg Townsend. I mean, the who's who of the Raiders were there, and I'm just sitting there like a super fan, just getting Bo Jackson autographs, man. I got his Raider rookie card, his Royal rookie card. I got an Angels card signed, a White Sox card signed. I got some magazines signed. I got that Metamorphosis poster where he was running out of the box and then he turned into the football. He changed into the
Right.
Raider gear and all that. And man, I mean, I even got a guy to film it, and I put it on my first YouTube channel, BoJack Fan ATX, and I mean, this guy that was filming was like, damn, man, it's like, yeah, I got a lot of
Yeah.
autographs, dude. So is it safe to say that Bo's your favorite Raider, or who's your favorite Raider?
Bo Jackson is one of
Yeah.
my top favorite players. I'm gonna say, besides Tom Flores and many others. Jerry Rice, he was a very great receiver. You know, but I mean, I look at like I told you, I look at everything that athleticals do and be out there with the people, and do things. Um, One of the guys that I like so far too is Marshall Lynch. He's very humble. He's into his community and stuff like that. When I see a player reach out back to his roots, that's something that's attractive for me. Whether you're a female or male, it's something that I admire of people. Not even if you're someone so famous, but if you're able to come and touch back someone, in a certain way, and help them out to make a difference on their life or a positive vibe towards their future. That's what I'm in for. I know we're going to get to this, but this is why one of the reasons why my alter ego Captain Raider came out to be.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and get into that. So, there are super fans, so there are super fans that are inspiring other super fans. So everybody's inspired by a super fan. Wayne inspired me, and then as I got to talk to my boss more and more, I got inspired by him. So, what inspired you, or who inspired you to become a super fan?
Well, I seen Gorilla, and I seen Violators, which are the main super fans out there. Much respect to them. They inspire me, but I seen everybody try to take away here and there from everybody. So I said, even one day I sat there and it's like I had an outfit before, and it was my military white military camel pants and a half shield, and then it got to the point where it's like everybody was wearing this, so I switched it up to a Air Force flight suit, black with a full skull face shield. What's it called? Let me see. With gears, kind of like a punk steam style. So I did that, and it looked too scary and it looked too intimidating for the little ones, because where I wanted it to be more influence was in the families and kids were being scared. So it's like, this is not going to work out. So I started doing some more homework. It's like, what else can I do? What else can I do? And we find out that we're going to be moving out. Everybody says, oh, I'm not going to be a Raider fan, this, that. So I was like, you know what? What can I do to bring that love back? What's going to be the wow factor to keep everybody together and say, you know what? This is what the Raider Nation is all about. So I started going through Google and checking stuff out, and I seen somebody that made a drawing of Captain America, but black and silver. So I said, that's what I'm going to do right there, and I'm going to bring it to life. Contacted a seamstress. We went and got fitted and everything. Next thing you know, Captain Raider comes out and he came live. I didn't expect him to go viral that quick, and me reaching out to kids, bringing families together. That's what the captain came out to be.
That's awesome,
A
dude.
family person. I mean, besides me, off the suit, me I'm a dad. I'm a 24-hour dad, father, and whenever my girls need me, I am there. I'm a family man, and that's what I would like to see. I want to have the influence out there. I want to be able where a little one sees me and sees that his superhero is Captain America, not only dressed on his favorite colors. If I could change that little boy's mentality to be someone better than me and say I want to be like him, but better, more props to that person or more props to that little child.
Yeah.
I had many stories. I wish I had a lot of time, but I had many stories also of adults that come to me and vent to me, and I'd be able to talk to them and cherish their stories, how they have changed and how I've been in their life helping them out, and that's been something great for me to help them out too. So I mean, Captain Raider's been 24/7 too. Even though when I'm working, sometimes I'm out here answering calls of friends that have become like a family member to me, and moving on forward, meeting them at events and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean that's awesome, dude. Going to the events, man, I've experienced the same thing, becoming closer and closer and becoming like a family. And I didn't quite understand the how true that was as I was being told when I was first coming into the Raider Nation at the level that I'm trying to do. And yeah, man, it really is family. We were just talking to Sammy Alonso earlier and Donnie, and man, the stories about Ainsley overcoming, her battle with cancer, and all the people that come together, in the name of awareness and for each other. It's beautiful, dude. I'm proud to say that I'm a member of the Raider Nation. Win, lose, or tie, we are family. You know what I mean? The Raider Nation is family, and that's a great thing, dude. That's a great thing to have.
Yes, sure is. We stick together, try to help everybody out. Who's in need. Always doing something for families and the children, and keep on united.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So this is a big year for the Raiders. As we all know, we are now officially the Las Vegas Raiders. So how are you feeling about the move to Vegas?
I believe it's a great move. I'm saying that no matter where we go, or where we're at, if we really look at our shield, it says Raiders. So no matter where we're at, it doesn't mean we belong somewhere. Well, our latest hat that we have out there in the market is said Raider Nation. So it's been pushed out there everywhere that we are a nation, no matter where we're at. I mean, yeah, Vegas seems kind of awkward, but hey, where else would we want to be? We have a lot of fun. There's stuff there for the family to do too as well. You got circus. It's considered a lot cleaner besides all the adult stuff there. But there's a good revenue there for our stadium and for us to make a difference for our team and come back strong and show that the Raider Nation is strong.
So with that being said, what will you miss most about Oakland?
Oh man, I didn't want to get to that question. I want to get a little bit soft here.
That's how I do it on the Red Homer channel, man.
Everything. Weather-wise, that's gonna be a big difference.
Yeah.
Because it was a nice climate all the time over here in Oakland. Vegas is gonna be super hot.
Yeah.
That's one of the things that as wearing Captain Raider, it gets really hot and sweaty wearing that suit, so I need to stay hydrated. But that's what I'm gonna miss. Being out there, smelling that barbecue and that propane early in the morning. Everybody getting ready. No matter where you walk, no matter where you're at, you hug each other. That love.
Yeah.
Maybe right now because we're gonna start fresh. It's like a new school year for us. Every time, I mean, you're gonna go back to the same school, but every time you went to a new school year, you started a new grade, you feel awkward, you know. It's like, okay, now I got to meet different kids, I had a different teacher, or not even the same school, different grade. You move up to a different school, you know. You're like sketchy, like what the hell, you know. I miss being back over here with my classroom and my friends. I believe it's gonna be the same way. But after we get settled in, you know, I'm hoping that things will be exactly the same as in Oakland. I know it's never gonna be the same, but that's what I'm gonna miss a lot. You know, being there close to everybody showing up there, that barbecue, those parties at the motel. I don't know. Vegas is 24/7, right?
Yeah.
24/7, not until 2 o'clock. Well, there you go. That means that there'll be more drunks out there, huh?
Yeah.
Oh man.
more drunk Raider fans. Hey,
more drunk.
You better be a part of the Raider Nation, baby.
Right. For sure, it's gonna be the biggest, huge black hole now. No, but yes, that's what I'm gonna miss. I need to wipe a tear off my eye right now, but yeah, it's there's memories there, Homer. There's memories there, you know, that were made. A lot of people got engaged in that field, you know. I remember taking a lot of pictures with 3-month-old infants there, you know. And part of the you know, there's just memories where I could just close my eyes and I could see all these images just go through my mind, remembering all the good times that we had out there, you know. There was not such a thing as a bad time, you know. There was a fight or scuffle, you know, it got taken care of, and then everybody was drinking beer again or something, you know.
Yeah.
But it was always nothing. For me, it was a blessing. It was a joy, and it was an honor, and not just being a fan to the point where I got at, you know. And I still consider myself just the same as anybody, you know. I paid my way as everybody else, you know. And there's I don't feel no better than the Raider fan next to me.
Yeah. Yeah, man. A
I
lot
feel
of
the
super
same,
fans
you
think
know.
that, man. A lot of super fans that feel that way because, like the way I describe it, a lot of super fans don't like the term super fan, but they also say that a super fan can be just a season ticket holder or club president, anybody that goes there. But to me, it's anybody that elevates the game day experience, and people that dress up, are super fans. People that run in clubs out there are super fans. People that spend all that money and go to every single game, super fans, and so, bless the super fans, man, because that's what sets the bar for the rest of the Raider Nation, we're
That's right, Homer.
supposed to set an example and show it how we do things, as a nation, represent with pride and poise and the commitment to excellence, man, and as long as the right people are doing it, man, and we're all keeping each other in check, dude, that's a great thing, and it's a great title to
That's the
have.
thing. That's right, Homer. You hit it right in the head of the nail, you know. And it's the only difference is that when we go out there and we suit up and we put this paint on our faces, I put on this suit and carry this shield. After I do that, I gotta show how I respect and respect all them rules, because we can't get out of line because everybody's watching us,
Yeah.
And when I'm out there, I'm really peculiar who I hang around and do things with. It's like I don't even want to be seen holding a drink on my hands because that's not the image that I want to, like I said, imply on a child. Oh, look, he's out there partying. He has beer on his hand. It's okay to drink. No, no. When I'm wearing the uniform, it's like when wearing the Marine uniform, you hardly don't drink. You show respect to that uniform and to those colors.
Yeah.
So that's how I am out there. Try and show people, hey, it's okay to be a fan. It's okay to have fun, but respect yourself. Don't go over the line.
Yes, sir.
We're all the same. I worked very hard for what I have, to go out there to games, I don't have to be, like you said, we don't have to be season ticket holders. If I make it, I am blessed. God has given me a blessing to be able to go out there. And it's a fun environment, especially with all our comrades, I sat down with a few super fans, and we're all on the same page, and all the same page. All we're trying to do is just to better things out in life, do things for cancer survivors, helping out the homeless. it's a unity that we have, to help out these families in need. Because one of us at a certain time we were there, and we think back about that. It's like you only wish that somebody that could do something for you reach out and give you that hand. Well, here's that hand. Whenever somebody wants to talk to the captain, give him a shout out, DM him. I'll be more than happy to answer any questions.
That's awesome, dude. Yeah, I mean, it's important, man, to help each other and give each other a helping hand, for sure, man. That's how we're going to stay one nation, the only nation,
Yes, sir.
All right, Cap, man. Thank you so much for coming on the show, man. I really appreciate your support, man.
Well, Homer, thank you very much for this time. We finally got together and made a time to pull to the side. It's a blessing and honor, and also it's been a pleasure to do so and meet you and be part of your show. Thank you for all the listeners out there, too. Thank you, family, for tuning in and listening to this interview, and hope to see you all real soon. We have a lot of events coming up. We have the Santa Maria Parade coming up here pretty soon. We have Raider Nation Explosion Part 2 coming up real soon. What else do we have coming up? Homer, help me out here. We have Monterrey, Mexico.
The Montanza, yeah, the Montanza. I'm going to the Montanza, the draft. That's going to be a big deal. After that, I'm going to RFC in Phoenix, and then there's Santa Maria, then the Raider Nation
And then the
Explosion.
one in Vegas.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's
So I'll be out there, and I'll be out there in a few of those. They got a flyer of me already for the Raider Nation Explosion. Everybody and anybody are more than welcome to come out, and I'll be more than happy to take pictures with everybody. Once again, thank you all. Much love, my Raider Nation.
Well, hold on. Before I let you go, though, tell the Raider Nation where to find you on social media.
What was that again?
Tell the Raider Nation where to find you on social media.
Where they can find me at, they can find me under Junior Medina, a.k.a. Captain Raider, and Facebook. And on Instagram will be the same, Captain Raider.
All right, cool, man. I appreciate your time, bro. And keep in touch because the door is always open. We will be getting you back here on the Raider Homer channel, all right?
All right, my brother.
All right, bro.
Take care.
All
right. All right, bye.
Well, there you have it, Raider Nation. Captain Raider, man. That dude had a great idea, and he's got the right mindset, man. So make sure you find him on social media and show him some support. All right? And that does it for tonight's show, Raider Nation. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate your support, man. Make sure you like, follow, and subscribe. Raider Homer on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, man. Your support is much appreciated. So have a good night, Raider Nation. What message do you have for the Raider Nation here and now and into the future?
Pretty simple, brother. Raider Nation, I'm speaking to you as an ambassador. Always stay true. Stay loyal, keep the beliefs, and keep the faith. We will return.